right, my friend, you take care. It's Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ. Any stations anywhere?
Kilo Golf 7, Bravo, Yankee, Juliet.
Okay, let's see what we got here. I got a Kilo, I think it was a Kilo Golf 7 station. Let me try that again here. A Kilo Golf 7 station. Give me the rest of the call, please.
Bravo, Yankee, Juliet.
Okay, fine business. It's not, wasn't the logger's fault. It's my fault for making sure you weren't getting it typed in there right. So no worries. If I typed it right, this would be Ken out there on the, looks like in the upper northwest in Washington State there. Go ahead.
It's Ken. I'm out here on the tippy tip of the continental United States. Good evening. The temperature here is 15 inches of snow, 13. Over.
Oh, it sounds like just a wonderful time. We're going to be getting ours tomorrow. They said temps are dropping throughout the night, and not a lot of accumulation, but I believe the wind chill is going to be in the negatives, and they're predicting 1 to 3. I mean, how do I know if it's true or not? Well, guess we'll find out. But that's just a great excuse to stay in the shack and play radio there, Roger.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, it's been really good today. Did some work on 20 and 17, a couple of contacts on 10. They're now listening in a lot on 40. Yeah, the weather here is supposed to be like this, dipping down into the minus numbers. And then Friday night, Saturday, complete change. Lots of rain and up into the 40s. So really exciting. What are you using for an antenna? You're 5.7 to 5.8 out here, over.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a pretty expensive antenna, pretty high-powered as well. It's an inverted V off the side of my tower, about 38 foot. I got one leg ported toward San Diego, and the other one's kind of pointed maybe in your direction. A very unusual configuration, but you know, it seems to work, so we're not going to mess with it. But other than that, nothing too special. We've got a little bit of power tonight, about 400 watts, so I'd like to think maybe the conditions are working out for us there, Roger.
Roger. Well, I think they are. It's right now it's perfectly clear. Don't see anything but stars. But that also means for us quite cold. It's going to settle in tonight. Radio here, Yaesu FTDX 3000, also running about 400 watts out of an SP221, and the antenna is the ZS6 BKW, up at about 90 feet. You are coming in very nicely. Won't hold you, just heard your signal, thought I'd reach out and see if we can make the call, and it's working. And good on you for the Christmas work you're going to be doing. It sounds like fun. Over.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Did it a few years back with another operator in West Virginia, and had a great time, great learning experience, and decided to try to do something maybe a little different last year. So we actually have 5 different train conductors, so to speak, and the caboose. And we've added a few more associate conductors this year with the same 5 calls, of course, and really looking forward to it. We had a wonderful time last year, and we're really hoping it's going to be a good time this year as well. Of course, as long as propagation and conditions are there, that always helps us as well. One thing I'll tell you real quick before we go, Ken, and we're actually live on our YouTube channel as well. So our QSO is live, but it's also being recorded on YouTube. And you're interested to see what you sound like on the air for real, you can go to my channel. I've got a drop-down link in my QRZ page, or go to YouTube. Just put in my call, K0RWB. Look for the video with today's date on it. Of course, it's currently live right now. But give a look and a listen and see what you think. And we're going to be doing some live streaming on the Christmas train here the next couple of days as well. So we're going to have a real good ball with it there, Roger.
Roger. I will. I'll check that out. Thank you for the information. Have a good holiday, safe holiday. And 73, thanks for taking the call. KG7BYJ.
Yeah, no problem, Ken. By the way, signal was 5.7 to 5.8 as well, so we got some good conditions between us. Again, thanks for giving us a call. Hopefully we'll get you in one of our Christmas train logs in the next couple of days. You and yours be safe, be well, have a good holidays and Christmas as well, and we'll say 7-3. Kilo Golf 7, Bravo Yankee Juliet, Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo, Kansas City. Take care, my friend, 7-3.
November 5.
Okay, let's get a November 5 station. November 5 station. Try it again, please.
November 5, Sugar Whiskey Radio. Name here is Ken in West Virginia, and you're 59 plus 10.
Well, Ken, I'll take the 59 plus 10 any day of the week. Appreciate that. We're going back-to-back Kens here, and also opposite sides of the country. Make sure I got it right. November 5 Sierra Whiskey Radio, SWR. That's a nice little call sign. In Martinsburg, West Virginia. Is that a Roger?
USL, Martinsburg, West Virginia. We're in the eastern panhandle of West Virginia.
Fine business. The YL is from Morgantown, born and raised, and so we've been tromping through that part of the country off and on over the years, of course. Well, I tell you what, you got some real nice deer over in that part of the country as well, Roger.
Oh, yeah. Got lots of friends who go hunting. I don't get to go hunting. I'm blind, but they usually share their bounty with me over.
Yeah, that's all that matters. You know, let somebody else do the heavy lifting and sit back and take the rewards, of course. Good to have friends like that as well. Very good. By the way, nice signal about 5 and 5, 5 and 6 here in the receive. I'm not sure what the conditions are like, but, you know, it seems like we're making some contact, so it should hopefully work pretty well the rest of the night there, Roger.
Yeah, all the signals I've heard tonight have been really strong, and all the stations you worked came in real good. So, yeah, it seems like the conditions are good. Well, good luck to you, and I'll try to listen for you in the next few days on the special event and try to work some of those stations. And sounds like a lot of fun. And I'll go ahead and turn it back over to you. And 7-3, Merry Christmas. K0RWB, this is N5SWR.
Well, thank you so much, Ken. Look forward to getting in your log. Also, first contact with us as well in my log. So thank you for that here on 40 meters. Have a great Christmas. You and yours, be safe, be well. Hope you continue to do so. And by all means, you hear us out there anytime, give us a call, and we'll just see what's happening in your world at that time. We'll say 7-3 for now. November 5, Sierra Whiskey Radio, West Virginia, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Take care, Ken, 7-3s.
7-3.
Okay, QRZ and their stations, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo.
K0WRB, Kilo 5, Zulu, Germany.
Okay, we got a Kilo 5 Zulu, Germany, Wayne, I believe there. Go ahead.
Yeah, only my ex-wife calls me that. Go by HUD, Hotel United Denmark, HUD, short for my last name. And you're a good 5 and 9, 59 here in southeast Colorado, in a town of Lamar. This is your bait city. I'm trying to remember where the heck that is. I went to military school several years in Lexington, Missouri, at Wentworth, and then medical school up in Kirksville. And I'm thinking you're right off I-70 out east, aren't you?
Yeah, this is our fourth contact, HUD, all on 20 meters, so nice to have you on a new band. Yeah, we're 23 miles from Lexington. We're right off of I-70. You know, we'll just jump north of D Highway over to 24 and take that straight into Lexington. So been there, done that. Really unfortunate they closed Wentworth down. And we can remember as a little kid up until when they closed. Always nice to go there and enjoyed it. Seemed to have a really good turnout. But you know, I guess they say progress, things change, of course. And also spent a little time in Kirksville as well. So we've kind of covered the same path there, Roger.
Oh my golly, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that broke our hearts. I think about 1,500 old boys showed up in, was it 2019 for the closure, and we did not like it. It was awful. But anyways, let me see. I got my commission out of Wentworth. I went 2 years of high school, 2 years of college. And 14 of us were commissioned, and there are 4 of us left. So what can I say? And the hell of it is I'm in better health than the other 3. Oh, God. So anyways, we're running here an ICOM 7300 and a little Mercury amplifier about 1,100 watts out, and a double bazooka up at about 55 feet. We're expecting 15 below tonight. It's 38 degrees right now, and the wind is picking up. So we'll see. K0 Romeo Whiskey Bravo, K5Z Golf.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Well, we thought we were going to be heading your direction the first of the week out to Cheyenne Wells to pick up 3 or 4 four-wheelers. It was an online auction today. Got outbid and had to be careful about what they were worth, and somebody wanted a little bit better than I did. No problems. Of course, we have family in Fort Collins. We lived in Aurora for about 3 years, moved down to the Springs, and were there from 99 until 2002, so we've got the Front Range covered. My brother lives up in Chipeta Park, just on the south side there of Woodland Park, so we try to get out there as often as we can. Not a lot of fun right now this time of weather. I know they've closed the interstate down a couple of times out by the border, out by the Kansas line. So I guess if you're flying in, it wouldn't be so bad, but driving might be a challenge here. So we'll just sit back and wait till we get a little bit better weather. And by the way, I don't know how many lures in line and frustration and cursing I had at John Martin Reservoir growing up years ago. We used to fish a lot of tournaments out of John Martin, and not a lot of bass fishing in Colorado, but that was one of the better places to go there, Roger.
Yeah, I'll be darned. Yeah. Well, when I got here, it was pretty low. I got here 12 years ago, the day before Thanksgiving, and the Queen and the Neosho reservoirs were empty, and now they're full. And John Martin is pretty high. I've never fished out there. I used to, back in the early 70s, go over to Creede. I was married to a crazy woman from Colorado Springs, and her dad would take me fishing up in the mountains over by Creede, and we'd catch little itty-bitty trout. I lived in Seattle 14 years. I fished the Kenai, I fished southeast Alaska, all over Washington, the rivers in Washington for steelhead, and my favorite place is northwest Arkansas, just south of, I can never remember the name of that reservoir that Branson is on at the north end. And we float that river and then go back up and float it again and get these monster trout. My best friend, K5PX, pulled a 19-pound brown trout out. Looked like a 40-pound king salmon. They're monsters. A lot of fun. And not much going on. I retired from a clinic. I was running 7 clinics with 120 people and 10 medical providers. I had a CEO who was an idiot and a bobblehead board that knew nothing. And I said, enough of this crap. So I bailed out after 49 years of medicine. And I'm opening a private practice January 3rd. Just too many people were depending on me. And I could run a practice like it should be and take care of people like should be taken care of. What are you running? You sound awfully good. K0RWB. You have a very clean shack, by the way, on your picture. K5ZG.
Yeah, no problem. Nothing real special. Yaesu FTDX10 we have here in the shack. Inverted a V off the side of the tower, about 38 foot, in a very unconventional setup, but it seems to work okay. Running a little power of an old Ten-Tech solid state amplifier from way back in the day. Mike's a high LPR 781. Nothing real special, but it works well for us. Seems to do quite okay. And we're just having a good time here with radio tonight. As I said earlier, we're starting our big special event starting tomorrow at 000 Zulu time. The Christmas Train 2022. We got 5 different trains running around the country for the next couple of 3 days. Should be a lot of fun. I think when I looked at our contacts, we had a contact on Christmas Day last year, so maybe we got you there in the Christmas train as well. One of our trains running around the country. So hopefully we get a chance to get you there as well. By the way, your signal here is 5, 7, 5, and 8 into the shack. No problems copying it all. Sounds really good. And hopefully, like I said, we'll get a chance to get you in our Christmas train log the next couple of days. Roger?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, what's the call of the Christmas train?
Well, there's 5 of them. November 0 Tango Tango Romeo Alpha India in November, which spells the word train. It's all a November 0 call. All that information is already on QRZ. You can look up any of those call signs, get information, see what the card is like, and if you are able to get all 5 of the different trains, we have a special clean sweep card as well that we're able to send out to people.
Oh, I love trains. We're on the Santa Fe main line here in Lamar. We got one eastbound and one westbound today. what can I say? The good old days of getting on the Kansas City Chief or the Texas Chief in Kansas City and riding home to Ponca City, Oklahoma from Wentworth, those days are gone. All right, well, you have a good time. I won't hold you. You're sounding really good. 5 and 8 here. Very Merry Christmas. God bless you, and God bless America. K0 RWB, K5 Zulu Golf.
Well, I appreciate it very much, Hud. Thanks for giving us a call. Nice to work you again. Almost a year, not quite, a couple of days shy. Amazing how time flies on amateur radio. So we certainly enjoy the contacts if it's a couple of days in a row, or you and I almost a year. So it's always nice to reconnect. Hopefully we'll have many more QSOs in the future as well. Nice to hear you out of Lamar. It brings back a lot of memories. Been tromping through there over the years, and got a really good memories of that place, no doubt. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your evening. You and yours be safe and be well. Have a great Christmas coming up, New Year's, and hopefully, again, we'll have a chance to chat again real soon. Kilo 5 Zulu Golf, Lamar, Colorado, Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. Take care, and 7-3s.
All right, 73.
Okay, QRZ, Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. Any other stations, come with a call, please.
Delta Victoria.
Give me the Delta Victor again, please.
Yeah, okay, this is Whiskey Bravo 8. Delta Victor, over.
Whiskey Bravo 8, Delta Victor. Boy, Randy, say that 3 times fast. Boy, how do you do it?
Yeah, it's kind of a tongue twister, isn't it? Well, work it out. It comes out better on CW. Over.
Yeah, I can imagine. Here's something very interesting. I don't know if you keep a log or electronic log. I do, and over the years we've actually downloaded and added on new computers and so on and so forth. You and I worked Christmas Eve 2014 under the old call, which was probably the first year I did the other Christmas train. So nice to work you again.
Okay, you took a nosedive on me. Oh, okay, I didn't see. I thought this was our first contact. I think it's Randy, right?
That is correct. However, the contact in 2014 was under the old call, which was Whiskey 9 Radio Whiskey Bravo. 2016, we went to the 0 call for our call area here, so now it's Kilo 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. But back then it would have been Whiskey 9 Radio Whiskey Bravo. It shows up in my log, and I'm keeping them. We actually worked on 17 meters on Christmas Eve day.
Okay, I'm going to check that. That was W9 RWB, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct, Randy.
Okay. Yeah, great. Well, good to hear you again then. I was going to say nice to meet you for the first time, but yeah, good to hear you again. Yeah, it sounds like we're on the edge of the path. You weren't quite strong there a few minutes ago, and then something changed. I don't know what. Could be conditions or my antenna. Sporting a kilowatt into a hex beam here, Randy. Over.
Yeah, 5 minutes, a kilowatt and a hex beam. 40 meters is going to do that to you. It's going to start off strong, take it away from you, and later on it'll give it back again. But, in the meantime, you make those contacts, no problems at all. I also wanted to say, we're kind of putting the plug out there. We're starting the Christmas train tomorrow. We're also live on our YouTube channel as well. So we're actually live. We're recording the QSO, so anybody who's interested, they go back and listen to their QSO. We've got a really interesting page here. We're also able to put our radio display on the channel, so you can actually see the signal strength meter yourself and look at your own signal and get an idea what your signal is, the signal report, and so forth. So it's something we enjoy doing, and it's been a lot of fun so far there, Roger.
Yeah, okay. We kind of lost our path, but I do see you on QRZ.com, and very good. I just run into you again, and I see the speaker boat and the fish. I'm the opposite, Randy. I am a blow boater, a rag boater on the Great Lakes. Of course, that's in the summertime here. No sailing until next May, Randy. Hey, Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, and I hope you can still hear me. for now, Randy.
K0RWB, WB8DDV. Over.
Yeah, no problem at all, Randy. Hey, nice to connect with you again. Gosh, 8 years in the making, even if it was a different call. So nice to have a chance to chat, even how brief it was with the conditions. So hopefully we'll have many more QSOs. If we can get in front of the microphone, maybe we'll have a better opportunity to do, though. But very nice to have a chance to chat with you tonight. Appreciate you giving us a call, and glad we had a chance to chat even for a little bit. So we'll say 7-3s, and hopefully we'll get you the next couple of days on one of the trains as well. We'll see how that works out. So we'll say 7-3s for now. Whiskey Bravo 8, Delta Victor, Brighton, Michigan. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thanks again, Randy. 7-3s.
73, Randy. Bye for now. See you again soon. Bye.
Roger. Take care. Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo QRZ. Any other stations, please?
Kilo 4, Mike Whiskey.
Kilo 4, Mike Whiskey. Roger. Hey, Michael, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing good. How you doing out there tonight? You got a great signal down here in Georgia.
You know, it's amazing you say that. We always seem to do pretty well into Georgia and northern Florida. I don't know if it's something that just kind of sits there, or we've got an inverted V, and one of the legs is pointed like towards San Diego. So I got a feeling that lobe is probably hitting you pretty much dead center. But yeah, you got a good signal coming back into Kansas City as well, Roger.
Hey, QSL. Yeah, you're good 10 to 15 over here. Like I say, you're loud and clear, and got a great signal coming in. And I think it's going to get kind of cold your way tonight. We're still sitting at 48 degrees right now, but I think in a day or two we're going to drop down to pretty much close to zero.
Yeah, it's not going to be much fun. You know, the sad part is there's nothing that we can do about it. So we're currently sitting at 32. I believe they said come morning we should be around 3. And I believe the high tomorrow is 15, 18, something like that. No worries. Plenty of firewood, plenty of propane, plenty of electricity. Generators on the standby. So whatever it wants to throw at us, I'd like to think we're prepared. And if not, we'll just we'll jump in the car and let it idle in the parking lot there, Roger.
Hey, QSL, I've done that before. I think back in '93 when we had the storm of the century, we had to work and stayed in the car for like 24 hours, and it was mighty cold. But anyway, we got our gas and propane, and we're ready for it too. So it's only going to last a few days for us, and it'll be back to near 50. So we don't sweat it too much, but we are looking forward to just kind of hanging around the house this weekend and playing radio.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Of course, ours is going to be a little different, just because of the event that we've got going on. So we'll definitely be in front of the microphone and the radio quite a little bit. Of course, a little different this year. We've got some assistant conductors helping us, and we've got trains that are crisscrossing across the U.S. the next couple of days, and we're really hoping it's going to be a lot of fun. We had such a ball with it last year. There was only 6 of us last year on 5 different trains, and we had over 23,000 lookups, and I think reported around 18 to 1,900 confirmed QSOs. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Pile-ups are quite a challenge, of course, no matter if it's a contest or anything else. So we're hoping that we can do a little better than we did last year, but no guarantees. But, you know, that's the fun of it, though. It's been a great way to kind of help spread the holiday cheer and wishing everybody, you know, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and I can't think of a better way of doing it there, Roger.
Hey, QSL, Randy, I hear you, buddy. Well, I do appreciate you coming back to me, and enjoyed talking with you, and thanks for meeting me for the first time, meeting you. There was a contact in there. I'll let them go, and we'll see what they got going on. But you have a great day out there, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you, and hope to talk with you again, maybe when you got the train running. 7-3 to you, and have a great night. Kilo 4, Mike Whiskey.
Well, no problem, Mike. I tell you what, you get a chance, go to my YouTube channel. I want you to hear yourself on the air. We're live right now on my YouTube channel. It's also recording. The channel is my call, or I've got a link on the QRZ page. You can click on that. But gosh, you've got a wonderful sounding audio, and you've been 10 plus the entire time. If you do go to it, you could fast forward to about 28 minutes in. fast forward to that point and then listen to yourself here on the air. Quite impressive. I didn't get the equipment info, so before you run, tell me what you got there to make it sound so good.
Okay, Randy, I appreciate it. I do appreciate that very much. I'm running a Kenwood TS990. I'm running a Alpha 87 amplifier, and I have my antenna's off-center fed dipole about 35 feet in the air, and I'm running a Heil PR10 microphone on a boom.
Wow, that's quite impressive. Of course, a 990 is a great place to start, and nothing wrong with the amplifier either. It's pretty good size. It would probably cover about half of my table here currently, but maybe it's well worth it. No, it sounds great, and I have no problems letting people know when they sound good in my receive. I certainly let them know that. So anyway, I won't hold you. Thanks again for giving us a call. Appreciate you being out there, and yeah, I hope we get a chance to get you the next couple of days on the Christmas train on any of our other trains we've got running. So we're hoping to be a good time, and we'd like to get everybody along as well. Anyway, thanks again for giving us a call. Nice to hear you from Stone Mountain, Georgia tonight. Hopefully we'll have many more contacts to come in the future. We'll say 7-3s for now. Kilo 4, Mike Whiskey. That's Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thanks again, and have a great night.
Okay, Randy, thank you very much, buddy. You have a great night, too. Thanks for the audio check, and I will check that out on the YouTube channel. 7-3s and happy holidays. Kilo 4, Mike Whiskey.
All right, my friend, you take care. QRZ, Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. Any other stations, please?
Kilo 7, Charlie Lima.
Yankee Foxtrot.
Kilo 7, Kilo Charlie Lima, is that correct?
Kilo 7, Charlie Lima.
Lima, X-ray.
Okay, Kilo 7, Charlie Lima. Ron, is that correct?
That is correct, Randy. Good to hear you in there again.
Down in Cross Junction. So what's happening over there tonight?
Well, at the moment, I think I'm choking to death. Man, a little dry. Not too much. Ready for some cold weather tomorrow. Going to be brutally cold here, down in single digits, around 4 degrees. A little colder than what we're used to here. Back to you.
Yeah, I think it sounds like the majority of the country is going to have this cold snap. I know that even some of the southern states that usually don't get terribly cold. One of my first contacts was in the New Orleans area, and they're expecting a high of 15 tomorrow. So I know that's something that they're definitely not used to. So it's going to be a challenge for all of us here the next couple of days.
Yeah, QSL for sure. I'd rather be in Arizona where it's warmer for the winter. Don't care much for the cold myself, but, what's a guy to do when you live on the East Coast?
Well, I tell people all the time, home is where you hang your hat. So there's pluses and minuses that we all have to deal with. The thing about the weather, I don't worry about it. I can't control it. I'll just do the best I can with what I got, and hopefully that's enough to make it work.
Yeah, QSL. I agree with you 100% there. I was looking at your QRZ webpage. You make the hex beams?
No, I do not. It would be a disaster. I'm not an antenna builder at all. I was fortunate to get this one. This is from NA4RR Roger Rockwell down in Pensacola, Florida. Actually, I think Roger retired and turned it over to his son. He does have an online page, and I had several phone conversations with him. Let's see, January will be 13 years for this hex beam. And wonderful antenna. I mean, it's certainly the poor man's beam. I highly recommend anybody who's got the opportunity to get one to do it because, it's basically a 2-element Yagi, but it really does perform, versus a wire antenna, resonant in all the bands, so you don't even have to own a tuner. I have nothing but great things to say about it.
Oh, that's good to hear. I notice, according to the website, or his website, it seems a bit cheaper than some of the others. And, you don't have to buy the different bands separately. That's a plus when buying a hex beam, that's for sure.
Well, the thing that he did is you get 6 meters. Trafkey was the first ones really to come out with it. I don't think they're building them anymore. K4 KIO, I believe, is still out there. I think there's a European company that's making them as well. When I ordered mine in 2010, it was about 550 shipped to my door. In 2 separate boxes, and I think he's not much more over $600 now. So, I mean, honestly, again, I'm not trying to put a plug in here, but I tell people all the time, if you can find a beam that works 6 through 20 that's resonant in all bands for under $1,000, go find it, but I don't think there is other than a hex beam. So I know there's more, antennas that got more forward gain and side rejection and so on and so forth, but for me, in my location, I'm central U.S., I got a point left or right anyway. It works out phenomenally for me.
Yeah, QSL, he's, according to his webpage, he's $660 shipped to your door. I can't see where anybody could complain about that. I hear nothing but good things about hex beams. And as far as I can tell, that's a good buy for a hex beam for sure. Since you have his design, how rugged is it?
Well, we get some bad weather here as well. I did make my own ice cords, which did give it some additional stability. And we've had, at least half a dozen or so, some bad thunderstorms, windstorms in excess of 70 miles an hour. And it just blows around like an upside-down umbrella, exactly like it's supposed to.
QSL, we just had an ice storm here last week. I had an inch of ice on my wire fan dipole, and I'm telling you, I'm surprised it survived. A lot of trees down because of the ice, but I was curious as to whether or not it would hold up to ice. We get a lot of that here.
Yeah, certainly know about the freezing rain and ice. One of the things that I don't care for, of course, but can't control it. We are, believe it or not, Ron, we're actually 366 days, 366 since our last QSO. I have here December 20 of 2021, so we missed it by a day, but it's amazing how time flies on amateur radio there, Roger.
Yeah, QSL, I believe that was on 20 meters, 14303, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that is correct. And nice to have you in a new band as well. So it's looking up for both of us there, Roger.
Yeah, QSL for sure. Well, I just wanted to jump in there and say hi to you. Heard you in there throwing your call out. And I know there's a lot of other people want to jump in there and say howdy to you. So I'm going to step out of here and wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And hopefully we'll catch you again in a year.
Yeah, I think that's a bonus. Again, and I'm kind of putting everything out there when I can, but we're starting our special event tomorrow night. I won't be on the air. One of the other conductors will be starting it off tomorrow night on Zulu time. And we'll be running through Sunday. We've got 5 trains crisscrossing the country, so to speak. We've got operators around the country. It's going to be a great time. So if you get an opportunity, we'd love to get you in one of those logs as well, or maybe all 5. Some people collect cards, some people don't. We do have a nice little QSL card, even with one contact. You send an SASE, we'll send it back to you. But if you get all 5 of us, we have an additional card, the Clean Sweep card. We do have information already up on QRZ. The calls are November 0 Tango, Romeo Alpha India November, the caboose November. This spells the word train. Take a look at it, and hopefully we'll get a chance to work you in one of those call signs, Roger.
Thank you, Well, I'll certainly keep my ears open and looking out for you there for sure. Hopefully I won't have this frog in my throat like I got tonight. I can barely speak. I don't know what's going on with that. But I will certainly look for all the contacts on the bands there and see how many of them I can make.
Yeah, it should be a good time. I mean, we had an absolute ball last year. It's a little bit of work, but it's a lot of fun in the end. I mean, working pileups, and of course I'm not the world's best pileup, and I'll tell you that. I'll be the first one to tell you that. And you try to work them the best you can. You try to get everybody you can, and sometimes you can't. And that to me is always a downside. But it's really nice. Kids are out there, with the grandparents or the parents, and they've got a new piece of equipment, and they're out trying it on the air, and then they can make contact with the Christmas train. So just a small part to kind of help spread some holiday cheer. Hey, listen, enjoy the rest of the night. Nice to work you for a 1 year and 1 day. Hopefully we'll have many more Qs, so we won't have to wait a year. We'll see how that goes, Ron. Take care of that voice and get that frog out of there. You can probably use it in the next couple of days, no doubt. So, hey, we'll say 7-3. Thanks again for taking the time to give us a call, and we'll look for you again for sure. Kilo 7, Charlie Lima, Cross Junction, Virginia. That's Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, Kansas City. Take care, 7-3s.
Kilo X-ray 3 Yankee.
K7 CCL clear.
All right, you take care. This is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, QRZ. Any stations, please.
Alpha Kilo X-ray 3 Yankee. Kilo.
Oh, Kilo X-ray 3 Yankee. Jim, how you doing again tonight?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Well, I'm doing better than some and worse than others. I guess that's about a 50-50 there. Go ahead.
Oh, there you go. That's better than most baseball players.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? You got that truth. Hey, are you going to be like most of us? You're going to get the cold snap here in a couple of days?
Oh, yes. It's going to be single digits here in Birmingham and even farther south. So it's not looking good for us. Over.
Yeah, I was telling somebody earlier, there's not much we can do about it. We'll try to work it the best we can. I'd like to think we've got everything we need, the provisions and so forth. We've got the firewood. We've got the propane. We've got the generator. I don't think it's going to come to that, but, you can never tell. They tell you 3 inches, you could get a foot. They tell you a foot and you don't get anything. Or it's going to snow and it rains. So, you try to be prepared for all of it. I think a lot of us are going to be kind of affected with the actual temperatures. That's going to be something I know a lot of us aren't used to. But, I always tell people it's also 1 day closer to spring. So let's just keep those days a-coming there, Roger.
Roger that. Yeah, at least we are not getting snow. We're just supposed to have really cold weather. So, we may even have some sunshine for Christmas Eve and possibly Christmas Day, but the temps are going to be so much colder than what we're accustomed to. So, it's not as bad as snow. If it were snowing, the grocery stores would be cleaned out. As it is now, I guess everybody's just kind of hanging in, like you say.
Yeah, I know some certain parts of the country they're having a rush a little bit on food product. Of course, it doesn't help when the Christmas and Christmas Day is a day and a half away basically. So people are stocking up anyway because of the holiday, and then it's just and then what's going on with the weather. But it is what it is.
That is so true, and just want you to know your voice sounds really good on the radio. You got good audio, even though there's noise conditions. I mean, you're coming through just fine. You just sound like a professional broadcaster to me.
Well, I've had people in the past tell me I had a face for radio, so maybe that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll take it and run with it.
Well, it's nice of you to say. I've had some years of experience in front of a microphone, but in a different capacity in law enforcement. So I'm not shy of the microphone. I may say some things that maybe don't come across exactly right, but that's not on purpose. But everything is natural and it happens as it happens. There, Roger. Where you at, Jim? We didn't lose you there, did we?
The band conditions have gotten so bad I can't pull you out of the maze, and I'll be through to you. Until we're talking to you very much. Hope to talk to you again soon. This is KX3Y. I'll be clear.
Yeah, Jim, that's how it's happening here on 40 tonight. No worries. Nice to get a chat with you, and by all means, come back again anytime. Like I said, we're actually live on the YouTube channel as well. Come back later and listen to the playback, and you listen to our Q. So anyway, take care, 7-3s, and have a great weekend, a good Christmas, and a good New Year's coming up. Kilo X-ray 3 Yankee, Birmingham, Alabama, Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. Take care, 7-3s. QRZ. Any other stations, please?
Kilo Charlie 5 Papa Lima Zulu.
Kilo Charlie 5 Papa Lima Zulu. Patrick, good evening. How are you doing?
Not so bad. Chilly up here.
Well, now, why did you have to say that? I've got shorts and a T-shirt on. Now you're going to make me cold.
And minimal amount of snow, but it is chilly.
Well, I wish you hadn't have said that, because now you're making me cold. I've got my shorts and my T-shirt on. Now I'm going to have to go get some clothes on. If I got this right, Earlham, Iowa, is that correct?
There you go.
That's a pretty good guess, or wasn't it?
Sure. Yeah, it's chilly up here, and we haven't had a lot of snow. I think they're kind of overblowing things here.
Well, it's hard telling. I think it's going to kind of depend on what part of the country. What they're telling us is more of it's up north, maybe your direction, and even north of you yet as well. So, I'm sure they're trying to guess the best they can. We'll just take it for what it is. Hope we're prepared enough that everything will be okay. No worries. If I'm correct, it's been a while, but I believe you're kind of west of Des Moines. Is that right?
Yeah, 28 miles, right in the middle of a cornfield.
Well, that's better than a bean field, right?
Well, I don't know. It depends on the price of beans.
Okay. Well, there you go. No worries. Well, I don't know how long you've lived up in Iowa. We spent quite a few years east of Des Moines in a little town of Grinnell right off of I-80.
Oh, yeah, I know where that's at. Yeah, everything's grown towards the west, towards Waukee, and it's getting really big out there.
Well, you know what they say, it's all progress. And I think any part of the country, we're starting to see that expansion as well. We see it here as well, and that's okay. By the way, 5.9 plus here in the receiver on 40. So, yeah, terrific signal. And the logger shows we're only about 170 miles as a straight line between us. So, and we've been coast to coast. So 40 meters has been long, and now it's short. It doesn't stick around very long. It seems like the conditions drop around and they roll back around again. But I would have to say so far you are the shortest contact we've had this evening there. Go ahead.
Roger, you are 30 over. That's with attenuation off, which a lot of people, they have their attenuation on. That's not giving a true signal, but you are giving me a true signal.
Well, I'd like to take credit for it, but I can't. I'd have to say it's the antenna, and it looks like the conditions, at least between us, are pretty darn good. So I'll be happy to take that. But I'm the same way. I don't turn the attenuator on either. I just let it sit the way it is. And by and large, if I hear you, I can usually work you. If there's a bunch of you, it might take a little bit for me to pull the call out, but we try to pull them out the best we can, of course. But I don't see a contact in the log, so nice to have you for the first time here on 40 meters. Again, my QTH for me, again, the name is Randy. We're 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Patrick, right off the I-70 corridor. We live out in the country as well. But if I tell you the town, you'd scratch your head and say what? So we kind of use a reference of Kansas City there. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I understand. Yeah, your signal's getting out real good, and your radio sounds very good. What are you using there?
Nothing real special. It's a Yaesu FTDX10. Of course, we have a little EQ in the rig, of course, and some kind of dialed in a little bit toward our voice. And the microphone, a Heil PR781, seems to pair up with the radio pretty good. We've had some good reports in the past, and that's all you can ask for. As long as it's not clipping or sounds extremely bad, we'll live with what we got there, Roger.
Okay, you're good with me here. Guarantee that. Sounds very good. I'm just running a 706 ICOM. Just a little baby radio. 100 watts out with a double bazooka.
Yep, it's doing a good job. You're the second one tonight I've talked with that's running a double bazooka. And very, very good antennas. Ours is just an inverted V off the side of the tower, about 38 foot. So, again, it works. It seems to work quite well. We're not going to worry about moving it around. We'll probably screw it up if we did that, so we're just going to leave it alone. So, no worries. Patrick, I know there's a few others out there. We got a little bit more time, but I want to thank you for giving me a call this evening. Nice to have you here on the channel for the first time. And as I was telling people earlier, we do start our special event tomorrow evening. The Christmas train will be running through Zulu on the 25th. of December. We've got 5 trains that are crisscrossing the U.S., so to speak. These are virtual trains, of course, and 5 different call signs. You can look them up on QRZ. November 0 Tango is the first one. That's what my call is going to be starting tomorrow. Give a look and a listen. We'd like to get you in the log as well and have some fun with it. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your evening. Nice to hear you from Iowa. First one we've had into Iowa in quite a long time. And great signal as well. You were almost 20 over the last go-around. Hey, we'll say 7-3s. Again, thanks for giving us a call. We look forward to having a chance to work again. Have a great Christmas and a Happy New Year's as well. Kilo Charlie 5, Papa Lima Zulu in Earlham, Iowa. Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thanks again.
Whiskey Bravo, we'll see you later. And thanks for the QSO. Very good signal, and nice meeting you. Until later, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all that other stuff.
All right, my friend, you take care. QRZ, Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. Any other stations, please?
Yankee Delta Victor.
The Yankee Delta Victor station. The Yankee Delta Victor again, please.
Kilo India 5, Yankee Delta Victor, Hallettsville, Texas.
Well, I guess we'll do a Texas station. Why not? We've been about everywhere else tonight, so I guess we'll go ahead and do Texas as well. No, fine business. Benjamin, nice to hear you. Hey, thanks for giving us a call. The name Randy here, and QTH, 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City. I'll look at the meter next go-around there. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I've been listening, trying to make contact. You're fading in and out. You're coming in about 5 and 5, but it's all good.
Well, you know, probably the lobe on the inverted V, it doesn't really probably match us up too well. I've got the one leg kind of pointed towards San Diego, so it's kind of, that lobe's probably a little off the center of you. But, you know, hey, I've got no problem hearing you. I've got you 5, 7, 5, and 8 here in my receive. So those are signal exchanges, so that's a contact in my log, Roger.
That's a contact in my log. So what are you logging under? What call sign?
Well, tonight's my call. Tomorrow night, I won't be starting tomorrow night. We have another operator that'll be starting on the Zulu tomorrow night. But the special event call that I'm running is November 0 Tango.
November 0 Tango?
Yes, sir, that's correct. We've got 5 of them, and they're all November 0 Tangos. The last letter of the call spells out the word train. So we have Tango, Romeo, Alpha, India, November.
Roger. I'm this old Navy vet. Finally got in the ham radio. Just got my license 3 months ago. Been working HS about 2 weeks now. Thank you for the contact. You take care. 73. 10-5. YDB.
Yeah, no problem, Benjamin. Hey, congratulations. Also, thank you for your service in the Navy. No doubt. Thank you for being there for us. And by all means, come back again anytime. If you've been listening, of course, we're live on our YouTube channel as well. Give a look and a listen. Even if it was a short QSO, get an idea what that radio sounds like on the air. You go to YouTube, put in my call, look for today's video, today's date, or go to my QRZ page. You got a link, click on that. It'll do the same thing for you. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thanks for giving us a call again. Hopefully work you this weekend on the Christmas train as well. If not, hopefully we'll have some QSOs much sooner in the future as well. Enjoy your evening. Thanks once again. Kilo India 5, Yankee Delta Victor, down in Texas. Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thanks again, 7-3s. QRZ, Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. Any other stations, please?
Kilo Delta 2, Yankee Juliet, Quebec.
The Kilo Delta 2 again. Was it Kilo Delta 2? Try it again if you would, please.
Kilo Delta 2, Yankee Juliet, Quebec.
Okay, I thought it was Kilo Delta 2, and there's a couple other stations as well, but I want to make sure we get it right. Jeff, good evening. How are you doing, sir?
Doing great. You sound awesome tonight.
Well, would you say that to the wife for me, please? Because she just kind of, I don't know if she's cringing or ignores me or just what. So maybe I need some backup.
Yeah, I get the same thing, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Well, of course, 40 is always like this. It just to me, it kind of rotates around, and you're real strong in one part of the country, and it dries down, it jumps back up again, and so on and so forth. Nice contact with you as well. You're 5 and 9. I believe you're up in New York. If the logger's correct. So we've gone just about coast to coast, and we were 170 miles away in Iowa. So it's nice to see the 40 meters is open tonight there, Roger.
Oh, Roger, yeah, you're 5'9" over. You're hitting into the red every now and again.
Well, again, I wish I could take credit for it, but I think it's the equipment and the conditions. Old Ulmer told me years ago, you used to be able to talk around the world on 10 watts, and when the conditions are in, if they're not in, you can't even talk across the street. So I think their conditions are good, and it's very encouraging. It's nice to see that. We've had several years of so-so conditions and really bad conditions. I'm just hoping for the next couple of days that the bad conditions will be in our favor. It makes the event a whole lot more fun there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger, everybody's going to be stuck inside. It sounds like everywhere. We're expecting a blizzard here this weekend.
Well, I was just going to ask you about that. We're not expecting a lot of accumulation. We're going to have some cold temperatures and some wind chill. And I think my part of the country, I think that's what a lot of it is. I was just kind of curious what you guys were looking. If I'm right, and the logger's correct, you're kind of east of Buffalo up by Niagara Falls, but you're closer to the water, right?
Correct. I'm 9 miles south of Lake Ontario, right between Rochester, Buffalo. We don't really get the snow here too bad. It's like the lake keeps the clouds south of us. But between where I'm at and Buffalo, you go a little bit south, and you can have 4 foot of snow there, and I'll have grass here.
Yeah, go figure. Well, I've said it many times. As soon as you try to figure out what the weather's doing, it totally changes. And I just, I'll pay attention to it just so I can get prepared if I need to do something. But you can't change it. You can't curtail it, and you just kind of work through it as best you can. But I also tell people, it's just one day closer to spring, so bring it on. We knew this was coming eventually. We had those hot days of summer and early fall, and enjoyed the changes of colors and the leaves, and this is the other part of it. So that's why we've got 4 seasons there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger, how's this radio sound? It's a new 7300, and I'm running barefoot.
Well, the signal goes anywhere from 5 and 5 to 5 and 9, so it's doing fine. I will say I've never heard a bad 7300. You can tweak the transmit audio a little bit. I've owned one once about a year and a half ago. Very simple to tweak that transmit audio, even with the stock mic. Of course, Bob Heil had a lot to do with that. I had a couple of conversations with Bob a year ago during some Zoom calls that we did with him, and a lot of input from Bob. And very popular radio, of course. I think there's roughly 40,000 a year. I think I heard at one time that were being sold. But it sounds really good. The conditions are what they are. The signal's up and down, but the audio hasn't changed, so I think you've got yourself a home run.
Oh, that sounds good. I'm running through one of those My Antenna and Fed Halfways, the 8010.
Well, as soon as I think I figure stuff out, it changes on me. So I just kind of sit back and go, well, I think this is working, and let it go from there. Again, Jeff, I don't know how long you've been listening or not, but we're actually live on our YouTube channel as well, and it's live. It also records. So if you want to hear what you actually sound like on the air, you can go to my channel and go to the playback. The channel is my call sign, K0RWB, and we're just about an hour in, give or take, so you could kind of move or fast forward to that point. My radio display is up on the YouTube channel as well, so you can actually see the S meter, see your own signal strength. We've got our oscilloscope there as well. You can even see your own audio wave pattern there, Roger.
Oh, Roger, I got you up right now. I'm watching it.
Well, if you notice, I always leave one part out. There's a camera pointed at me. That wasn't my idea. That was the YL. She goes, well, people like to know who they're talking to. I said, well, not necessarily, but that's okay. We're still having fun with it.
Roger. I know you got a lot of people waiting to get on with you, so I'm going to say 73 and really appreciate the contact, and I'll be listening for you over the weekend.
Yeah, hey, thanks again for taking the time to give us a call. One of the better signals we've had tonight, so nice to see the conditions in New York are doing well, and we did really well in Georgia as well, and of course Iowa. Everybody's been really good, strong. A couple of signals here and there, but by and large, everybody's been real good. Yeah, we're looking forward to the weekend. We'll probably have no voice come Sunday, but it's well worth it to help spread some holiday cheer for all of our friends in the ham radio community. So we're looking forward to it. Hey, enjoy the rest of your evening. You and yours be safe, be well. Hope to get you this weekend. Have a good Christmas and a New Year's as well. And hopefully we'll have many, many more QSOs in the future. Kilo Delta 2, Yankee Juliet, Quebec, up in New York. Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thanks again, Jeff. 7-3s.
7-3. Merry Christmas.
You bet. Merry Christmas to you. QRZ, any other stations, please?
With Kilo Oscar 4, Tango Lima November.
India.
Kilo Oscar 4, Tango Lima November. Was that correct?
QSL, handle here is Bill, Bravo, India, Lima, Lima. QTH is Dallas, Georgia.
See, another Georgia station. Guys, I don't know what you guys got in the water, in the ground down there, but you all sound really, really good. And you're no exception, Bill. So, hey, thanks for giving us a call. I try to get out there as much as I can. The name, of course, is Randy. We've had a contact in the past on 20 meters. Nice to have you here on 40. And QTH, again, 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri there. Go ahead.
QSL, yeah, we're about 35 miles north and northwest of Atlanta. It's going to get cold down here, for the south at least. Running a Yaesu FTDX10 through a Drake L4B, putting out about 650 on the peaks into an off-center fed dipole at about 65 feet.
Yeah, fine business. Yeah, the radio does quite well. I think it's starting to get a fairly good following. I know several now that are running the FTDX10. I have one here as well. I like mine so much, I bought a second one, so I actually own two of them. The other one I use a little bit on portable. We have it paired with the Heil Pro Elite headset. So the EQ settings are a little bit different, of course, than this. This is the PR781. And it's a little challenging, I'm sure you know, trying to get the EQs adjusted, but I think once you do, they do sound pretty good there, Roger.
QSL, yeah, I had to get this one dialed in. I use Heil Gold Series Elite mic at the base station, and I've also got a headset for the mobile. I love playing around in the mobile. That's the most fun.
Yeah, well, you're 5'9", a little bit over, so the signal's doing quite well for you, and the audio's got a nice little crisp sound to it. And you're a good example as well. If you've been listening, we're actually live on the YouTube channel, so it's recording. You ought to go back and listen to our Q so you actually hear yourself on the air. It does sound quite good.
QSL, what was the call sign again?
Yeah, the call is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo, K0 Red, White, and Blue.
QSL, I'll pull it up and take a gander. I have definitely coming in about 5'9" plus 10, sometimes peaking up 5'9" plus 20 on the S meter here.
Yeah, you know, and that's what 40 does. It just bounces around. You know, it teases you a little bit. Oh, you're really good. And then you drop out. Then you come back again. Then you drop out. So, but you know, by and large, if you can get that signal report in the beginning, to me, that's a contact. And if we're able to talk for 2 minutes, fine. If we're able to talk for 30 seconds, fine. You know, and it does seem to come around. But we've been very fortunate that we've always had a pretty good path into Georgia, northern Florida, sometimes the Carolinas, but by and large, you guys in Georgia, we do quite well. And I think it's just a configuration I have with this inverted V that one of the lobes is probably hitting you guys pretty dead on. So no complaints. I'm glad it's working.
QSL, yeah, the 40-meter band's doing its typical evening wiggling right now. Starting to fall out from underneath you. I'm starting to lose you.
Yeah, again, that's exactly what it does, but we've already exchanged the reports, Bill, so no worries. But yeah, like I said, you get a chance to give a look and a listen here on the YouTube channel. I've got a drop down, or I've got a link on my QRZ page, or go right to YouTube, go to the search bar and type in the call, look for the video with today's date on it. About an hour or so in, give or take. Give a look and a listen. You'll get to see the radio display, of course, that's on the page as well. So appreciate you giving us a call. And you know, we had one June 24th on 20, so nice to have you here on 40 meters as well. Hey, have a great week and Merry Christmas to you and Happy Holidays. And if you hear us on the Christmas train this weekend, we'd love to work you as well. We'll say 7:3. We got a couple more minutes and we're going to have to shut her down. But thanks for giving us a call this evening, and you and yours be safe and be well. Kilo Oscar 4 Tango Lima November down in Georgia. Again, Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you, Bill. 7-3.
Yeah, I'm hardly able to copy anymore, so I'll say 73.
All right, Bill, no problem at all. We got time for just a couple more calls, and we'll shut down for the evening. We got a few other things to do, so we'll see if we can get one or two more calls. Anybody out there? QRZ, Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo.
Bravo. Whiskey 5.
India Papa.
Delta Juliet.
Give me the Whiskey 5 station again, please. The Whiskey 5.
Whiskey 5, Tango, Oscar, Tango.
Whiskey 5, TOT. Lyle, good evening, sir. How are you?
Well, if I was any better, I'd be tripping. Thanks for picking me up this evening. About 100 miles west of Austin, Texas, and just tuning in a little bit this evening.
Well, I appreciate that. Nice to have you from Texas. I think you're a little bit north of Fredericksburg. Is that right?
Roger, just about 3 miles north of downtown Fredericksburg.
Oh, fine business. Well, no problem. I think we had another contact earlier down in Texas as well. I don't think the antenna really works really good in your direction. We'll make this work the best we can for you. I had you about 5 and 5, 5 and 6 in the receive, but no problems hearing you there. Go ahead.
Oh, very good. I have you about a 5.9. I can hear you real well. You're doing fine. I'm using a off-center. I'm using an in-fit. In-fit half-wave 90 watts on a 7300 over.
Yeah, fine business. Yeah, I can understand why you run 90. You want to keep 10 watts in reserve to bust those pileups there, Roger.
Roger. He does that.
Yeah, I've got a friend of mine in New York who does that. He generally runs about 75 or 80 watts, and I kind of tease him quite a bit. I said, you just kind of keep on that rest in reserve, right, to bust those pileups, and he kind of has a good chuckle, and but that's okay. That's why they make the power settings adjustable, Roger.
Roger that. Well, as a matter of fact, my Elmer always ran his radios on 90 watts or 90%, thinking that he just didn't want to overuse the transistors and the whatever electronic components were. So he was being very conservative. Over.
Yeah, well, I can certainly understand that. Yeah, no problem. I'm running about 47 watts currently. 47 into the amplifier. The amplifier is doing about 450 out, and it maxes around 550. So kind of the same premise. No reason to overload it, but it's nice to have just a little bit extra if you're trying to make some contacts, which we are tonight. So that seems to help us out a little bit there, Roger.
Roger that. Well, thanks for picking me up and just with K0RWP. Merry Christmas. Have a fine evening.
Well, thank you, Lyle. It'd be nice to have you from Fredericksburg, Texas. By all means, free or come back anytime you hear us out there. And we try to get out here in the evenings on 40 meters. Sometimes we make it, sometimes we don't. But I always like to get those contacts. And in your case, we can just kind of pick things up where we left off. Have a great Christmas that's coming up and New Year's. Hopefully we'll have many more contacts in the future. But we do appreciate you taking the time tonight to give us a call. Glad we had a quick chat. We'll say 7-3 for now. Whiskey 5, Tango Oscar Tango down in Texas. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thanks again, 7-3s.
Adios.
All right, got time for one more call. See anybody else is out there? QRZ. I believe I heard a Whiskey Alpha 7 station. Try it again, if you would, please. Yeah, that might be kind of tough here. You're kind of right at my noise level. I'm trying to dial out all the frying bacon. Let's try it again and see if we can pull you out this time. Yeah, we're just not going to be able to make it. You're right down at the noise level there. Maybe give it a minute or two. We'll try to get you back in there, but we'll see if we can maybe grab another one here real quick. QRZ, K0RWB, any of those stations, please?
Kilo Oscar 4, Romeo, India, Papa.
The Kilo Oscar 4 station again?
Kilo Oscar 4, Victor, Lima, Kilo.
Kilo Oscar 4, Victor, Lima, Kilo, I believe. Is that right?
That's correct. The name is Stephen out of North Carolina.
Okay, Steve. Nice to hear you. I think the first one in North Carolina tonight. The name here is Randy, QTH, 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri. There, go ahead.
Roger. Just wanted to say hello. Thanks for taking the call. 7-3 and Merry Christmas.
Yeah, same to you as well. Thank you for giving us a shout. Wish the conditions are a little bit better, but it is what it is. Exchange of signal reports, I had you about 5 and 5. No issues there, so enjoy the rest of the evening. Have a great Christmas as well, my friend. 7-3s. We'll try it one more time, the Whiskey Alpha 7 station. If you're still there, let's try it again and see if we can pull you out.
Whiskey Bravo 6 Delta Juliet India.
The Whiskey Bravo 6 Delta Juliet India, is that correct?
Whiskey Bravo 6 Dow Jones Industrial. Whiskey 6 Dow Jones Industrial. Los Angeles, name is Mike.
Yeah, fine business, Mike. Hey, thanks for calling us. We're gonna end the night with you. What a great way to end California there. Go ahead.
QSL running barefoot. Radio's a FTDX10. FTDX10. Santa Claus brought it to me early, running 100 watts to an inverted V, about 25 feet off the ground. How copy?
Well, I've got you 5 and 5. And that's okay. The audio came up a little bit as well. Congratulations on, you must have been good this year for Santa to bring you an FTDX10. Congratulations. I've got 2 of them. I'm running one here in the shack. Terrific radio. Doing good on 100 watts. Stock microphone, or are you using something else?
Okay, real fine. I'll let you go. I'll say 7-3s from Los Angeles, where it's about 70 degrees. 70 degrees here, Fahrenheit, and what can I say? It's probably a lot warmer here than where you are. So back to you, K0, red, white. I think it's our red, white. Is it green? Go ahead. Whiskey Bravo 6 Delta Juliet India, Los Angeles.
Yeah, Mike. It's Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo, red, white, and blue, just like the flag. Tell me real quick, are you using the stock mic, or are you using something else on the radio?
Just the stock mic. The stock mic, just write it right the way it is, comes out of the box. Go ahead.
Yeah, fine business. On your menu settings, you got the EQ on or EQ off?
The EQ is on. The EQ is on. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're going to like that part. I will tell you this. Small changes in the settings give you big results. You don't have to do this wide spectrum, with processing, mic gain, and so forth. Really small adjustments will do a lot of things for you. A couple of things to watch. The AMC, automatic mic control, try to keep it at 55 and below. Otherwise, you can get some distortion. Kind of watch that. Depending on the microphone, your mic gain 20 to 25. The same with your processing. I run the processors around 20. I'm running a different microphone. I'm running a Heil PR781. And if you've not done any adjustments to the EQs, you can really make these radios sing. And if you're not really sure where to start or what to set, how to get them set, I'm good in QRZ. My email, send me an email. I'd be happy to send you the settings to be a good baseline for you, and you can kind of work off of that there, Roger.
QSL, we'll look you up. We'll look you up on QRZ.com. If you get a chance, look us up on QRZ.com. We got a lot of videos on our QRZ webpage. So this is Whiskey Bravo 6 Delta Juliet India, Los Angeles. We'll say 7-3s there, 7-3s, and have fun out there.
Yeah, thanks again, Mike. Yeah, we've got your page pulled up as well, so no problem at all. Hey, again, congrats on the radio. Again, if we can help, we'd be happy to email the settings out to you, and you could give them a try, see what it does for you. We're also live currently on my YouTube channel, so it's recording. So if you want to know what it sounds like now, it'd be a good starting point for you. My YouTube channel is my call, K0RWB. You can pull up the channel, look for the video with today's date on it. You're the last one of the night. Give a look and a listen. You can actually see the radio display on the channel as well, and maybe that might help you as well. There, Roger?
Roger. We'll look you up. We'll look you up on QRZ. You have a great evening, and from my FTDX10 to your FTDX10, so it's a good contact. So we'll say 7-3s, 73 is K0RWB, Whiskey Bravo 6, Delta Juliet India, Southern California, Los Angeles, 73.
All right, Mike, you take care. Nice to hear you out there. Again, if we can help, just let us know. We'd be happy to help you. We'll say 7-3s. Whiskey Bravo 6, Delta Juliet India, Los Angeles, California, Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Take care, 7-3s.
73.
All right, it's K0RWB, Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. We've run out of quarters to put in the machine. We're done for the evening. For those folks that we didn't get to, we're due sorry, but everybody else, we're starting the Christmas train tomorrow evening. We'd like to get you guys in the log. We're going to have a great time through the weekend. You hear us out there, give us a shout. We'd love to get you in the log. Everybody out there, thanks for your time, 7-3s. Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy, Kansas City, be clear QRT, frequencies open.
CQ, Kilo, November 4.